Morning, sunshine.
Good morning. So we woke up this morning, packed up our stuff and cast a few cow calls and bugles and haven't got any response, which blows my mind because it's a beautiful country up here. I don't understand why we're not getting any responses. So, but if they don't want to play the game, then we don't want to play it with them. So we're gonna bomb off the top here, the way we came, and where we went right and came up here, we're gonna fill up water and then we'll go left and we'll follow the rest of the main trail up to the other side, the top of the other side, and there's a couple springs up there we're gonna check out and see if there's any water up there, and then just hunt, you know, check out the sign, check out if there's any activity going on over there, and bugle down in some of those big cuts that they have and big thick timber, and just see if we can strike one up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome that we walked all the way up this stuff here. And you can see how steep that is over there. We walked up that yesterday. All the way up to that top over there. Right there. Camped right on the back side of that. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no water up here. The spring in the creek that's supposed to be up here is dry. But that's how it goes.
So one of my thoughts is that people did come up here early and kind of just pushed them out of some of this more open stuff.
Yeah.
And they're in the thick shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe we do just stick down lower. I mean, I don't know, but I saw some sign on the backside of this.
I saw a sign up on the bridge there.
Yeah. They're coming up and they're using this. I don't think they're hanging out.
And that's the issue. We gotta find out where they're hanging out.
Yeah. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of food up here for them.
No, there's food.
There's a lot more than other places.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows how these cattle have been moving in here too.
Yeah, cattle can make a difference too.
I mean, there's cattle on every ridge we see.
They're everywhere.
And they could have been just slowly moving into here also.
That's why you do yoga and Pilates.
Is it? You've been doing a lot of those? I can tell.
Yeah.
You look like a Pilates kind of guy.
Good. Alright, let's go another 10 miles.
Yeah, right.
Well, this is what they call the walk of shame. Went up yesterday afternoon and we went 4 miles in, but climbed. We had 3,500 feet of elevation gain over those 4 miles, so went up really high on this peak. Had 2 beautiful basins that we could watch and hear and just see what's going on, and nothing. We sat in glass for 3 hours last night, both of these basins, and nothing came out. Slept up on top and didn't hear a peep last night or this morning or in the middle of the night. So we bombed down out of there and walking back to the truck and gonna lick our wounds and regroup and set a new game plan. But that was a rough one. We got our butts kicked last not even 24 hours. So on to the next one.
Well, as Chris said, we did the hike of shame back to the trucks, and as you can see, we're driving. So we decided we're just gonna pull chalks and move. We had talked about going up the other side, but it's 2 things. One, This is way steeper than we had anticipated it to being. We just didn't do a good job of looking at the map and really kind of understanding the terrain, what we were getting ourselves into, and we wrecked ourselves over the last 24 hours and to find nothing. So that's the other part of it, is that I mean, there were elk in there. There is some sign in there, so we think there was, you know, some elk in there, but not many, and almost of the opinion that whatever elk were in there earlier in the season, you know, into the summer, have moved out. So we're just gonna go up this other spot. Looks like we can get up on top of a high point with, you know, drive up to it, and then we can kind of run some ridge lines from there. So it's kind of what we're trying to do, is just figure out how we can get up high and then move from there without having to like kill ourselves on a lot of this steep stuff. So we'll see. Hopefully we can get in them.
Big doe.
Yeah, she's a real big doe. She's just standing there.
Yeah.
I was hoping that she'd have boyfriend with her.
Yeah.
Well, we're still cruising up to this big knob that we're headed to, and we've seen some deer already. We just saw some deer. We weren't sure what they were. They had their butts to us, so we stopped them. We're walking to try and get a better look at them, glass them up. There's a doe and 2 fawns. So we're seeing animals. Now, if we can just find a deer with some antlers, we can make a play on them, that would be real cool. But keep working, and we'll find something. How's that honey stinger? Good. Is it tasty?
Yeah.
That's good.
It's boosting my morale right
Boosting
now.
your morale.
Yeah. Pretty down.
Yeah.
I'm just frustrated what to do.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to enjoy ourselves. We don't want to kill ourselves, and we don't have a lot of time. So, you know, hiking into somewhere, killing our bodies to get in there for 2 days on the hopes that there's elk in there,
Yeah.
is like, it's a hard decision to make when we only have 6 days left, 5.5
Yeah.
days left in the season. You know, it's like, it's a hard decision. So I think we're pretty much on the consensus that we're gonna just drive, find closed roads or find short roads and do the good old cat road shuffle and walk roads. And I mean, if we find something that doesn't look too terrible, we'll make a move through it, you know, especially if we find the sign and
Yeah.
find any trails and stuff, game trails, you know, we can get on them and walk them and see what we can fucking bump into. But
Just gotta find them.
gotta find them.
That's the problem. We can cover more ground this way. So our plan to go up on the mountain didn't work, as we said. But
Yeah.
we found a good little spot here. We already set up our camp. And we're gonna hike down this road here, huh?
Yeah. Well, on the maps it looked like a seasonal trail or like a
Yeah.
closed trail, unimproved or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like an old 2-track fire road or something. But it goes back here, it spiders off in a couple different directions and then goes out quite a ways, probably a few miles. And then there's little draws off the sides of it, so.
And we've been seeing deer in here.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of deer in this area, so hopefully we'll come across a buck or a group of cows that are out here cruising the lowlands, so you never know what you're gonna find. But
Cow elk, not those.
yeah, not moo cows.
Not moo
We've seen
cows.
plenty of those.
Although it doesn't seem like there's that many down here.
They're not in season.
They're all
They're all way up.
way up.
So get on the trail. See what we
I'm
can
gonna shoot
find.
my bow.
You Okay. Shoot your bow.
Yeah.
A little camp practice. Sound like it hit it.
Huh?
Sound like it hit it.
Oh, at the target.
At least you didn't miss.
After what we walked through yesterday and this morning, banging my bow around all of this,
Yeah, right.
it's a good idea to take a couple shots, make sure everything's still good.
Well, it's just good to take a minute and relax, right?
Yeah.
Something about shooting a bow that's kind of relaxing.
Seems a lot farther than what you're. As if we sit here for 5 to 10 minutes, quiet, try some combos again. We just have to set a timer. Set a timer. That sound like is that lazy, like a lazy bed? Right after you did your bugle, I heard a cow call almost instantly, and then it did it again.
So we just stopped here and threw some cow calls out and threw a bugle out, and Stephen heard some cow calls down below us, and then we just heard a deep guttural bugle down here below us.
We're working our way up above what we heard, that weird growl from a bull, like a lazy bull growl, and found a shed. There's a bunch. We've already passed 2 rubs, some good sign and stuff, but nice 4-point shed, so hopefully it's him, and now he's a 5-point, or even a little bit bigger 4-point. But I don't care either. He could be a spike. His cow could come up here. We're gonna shoot one of them. We're gonna set up in here above where we heard that bull growling. We're just not sure if we want to set up on the edge that overlooks it. We'll set up on your backside and then just do some slow cow calling and see if he'll come up and investigate. And when he comes up, he'll be within bow range. So we're gonna make that decision and then take a seat. But it's only 3:30, so we got 2.5, 3 hours. 2.5 until 2 hours until dark. So hopefully they'll get up here and start moving pretty quick.
Playing Bubble Safari?
It's called Candy Crush.
Whatever. You crushing the candies?
I am crushing all the candies.
What level are you at now?
8,191.
You have a problem.
Everybody else has a problem.
Weren't you at like 4,000 last year?
No. Maybe like 5,000, 6,000.
Oh, excuse me. The freaking Candy Crush grand champion. So what'd you do in the Elkwoods? Played Candy Crush. Hit level 1 billion. Yeah. I can see all down through here. All down through this bottom right here.
I can see far.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nothing.
A couple little flat edges and stuff like that. I mean, I'm still convinced we heard something
There's something down
in here. Did he just get up and go over the other side?
down.
Or go down?
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't think we blew him out. I mean, I just think he moved.
Yeah.
We can go back, get the packs. There's where we turn to come down this ridge. There's one that goes a little bit farther, covering that backside. We can go to the end of that and bugle and see if we can get anything fired up.
Yeah, we'll probably work our way back and see if we can see any deer
Oh yeah.
before it gets too dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good chance that we'll
We'll
to see some deer.
Yeah. I mean, shit, we could see some cows coming off the top.
Yeah, that's true.
We could see some elk moving off the top.
Yeah.
I mean, it's essentially what happened last year to you.
Yeah.
We were just walking a cat road
Yeah.
about this time.
You got something? No?
I meant to do that.
You meant to do that?
Yeah.
You're trying to get your extra steps?
Well, it's broken anyways. Nothing wants to answer it, so might as well leave it out here.
Right. Playing with your new toy?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to see. I'm not a good shed hunter or nothing. I'm trying to see if it's last year's or this year's, or if it's 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's still pretty dark here. It was sitting tines up,
Yeah.
so obviously that's why this is bleached.
Yeah.
But even down here still has some darkness into it, so that's why it makes me think it's this year's. But
Could be.
nice little 4-point.
Yeah.
I wish I could
How
take
heavy is it? It's a
Yeah,
shooter.
not heavy. Wish I could find him attached to it.
Right. Pretty cool though.
Yeah. This one's not doing it. So it's time for a hat change.
Day 2, and we haven't heard anything other than that one bugle today.
And that wasn't even a bugle. It was like a and like I don't even know. Like it sounded like the start of a bugle.
Yeah.
Like just a little growl. But you said you heard some cows down there.
I feel like he was telling his cows to be quiet.
Maybe.
Yeah, it could have been. But yeah, frustrating day. I mean, we hiked out this morning, and that was hurtful.
Yeah, I heard just as much coming down as
Yeah.
it did going up.
It was rough. Took about half as much time.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we did the driving around, saw some deer, and got up on top, looked around. And just that wasn't going to work out. It was just too steep to get off that knob up there, and then trying to get up on the other side. It was just and no water.
Well, it's like I said earlier, we're limited on time.
Yeah.
So is it worth our time to go in there not knowing if there's elk in there or not?
Yeah.
If I knew that there were some bulls on that hill,
No, it'd be different if we were glassing
if
them
there
up.
was a herd of 100 on that hill,
Go in 'em.
we'd go get them.
But we don't know that if they're even there. We can't get on the bugle. We're not seeing them. We're not finding a good sign. We're finding sign, but it's old sign.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, tomorrow morning we'll get up and we'll walk this road again, see what we see first thing in the morning, and then come back here and regroup.
Yeah, and pull out the Onyx and go to work.
Yeah, we'll come
Try to
back
find
here.
a new spot.
Come back here, tear down camp, and close your eyes, point at the map.
Move on to the next spot
That's kind of where we're at.
until we find them.
Yeah. We gotta find them, freaking
Yeah.
hunt them.
Yep. No sense in hunting the same spot. There's no elk in
It'd be
it.
nice if we could find. We're seeing deer, but we're not seeing anything with antlers.
Yeah, no bucks.
No bucks. So we did find bear sign.
Yeah,
We did find bear sign.
not a lot.
Not a lot, but some. But we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yep.
Until then, we're gonna eat some chow and then
Yep.
go to bed. So, see ya.